Hey, hi, and welcome back, everybody. Dan John from danjohnuniversity.com here. Good morning. Day 2 of the 10,000 Swing Challenge. Yeah, I'm sore. An odd places. Yesterday, I Olympic lifted too, so I can't really figure out where my soreness is. The upside is I'm down 2 or 3 pounds overnight, which is good. I did start on the fat loss boost yesterday, the Rusty Moore fat loss boost. I had a really nice chicken and roasted vegetable meal, and then had this massive salad last night over at the old Ice House, and it's just a vegan salad they make. And I had a lot of vegetables, and I had some chicken, and I had a lot of non-caloric beverages because Danny's a good boy, and 24 hours you're down 2 or 3 pounds depending on how I move and jiggle the scale. So far so good. On my way to 211 pounds, and we'll talk about that more. So if you're swinging, let's begin. Reminder, if you're interested in joining danjohnuniversity.com, remember, new year, one word, new year, one word, as you go into danjohnuniversity.com, and it will save you a ton of money. I do have to speed up a little bit today because I do have a podcast at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock my time with Pat Flynn. So let's get going. Oh, and the first swings always sucks. And 50, good. That's a good start. It's a very good start. I think that was my daughter. I hope. Good. This year, as I said yesterday, I'm using the 20 kilo bell since I'm 65 now. Hillis is a weightlifter, and I don't have to impress anybody. Boy, we got a lot of people joining. Good morning. Enjoy. 10,000 swing challenge, plus the fat loss boost, plus getting ready for Olympic lifting meet. But like I was saying yesterday, if you have a goal, it needs to be juicy, it needs to be rich, it needs to be full. So for me, I need a goal that makes me want to hang around my grandkids longer, hang around with you guys longer. I do want to look better. I know that sounds weird, coming from me if you know anything about me. I just think if I can get down to 211 and lift as a 96 kilo lifter, ideally I'll look better and I feel better. So it makes sense to me. Hi, everybody. Okay, that was around 50. Probably a little bit too much, but I was tight as a drum this morning from the Olympic lifting and the swings. So I might even use the gun today too. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, I'm up to 85 reps, 2 sets. That's great. Was rereading some stuff I saw in my journal from 1991. Thanks for finishing that, whoever said that. When I was at the Olympic Training Center, Nico Vlad, the 84 Olympic champion, said something interesting. He said that the hamstrings push the thigh to vertical. I think that's so. So the hamstrings take the shin and the thigh and turn it vertical. And so one of the things I'm trying to emphasize this go around is really getting my lockout at the top every time. So yes, it'll engage my glutes more, but it'll also really make my hamstrings work harder. And after doing that yesterday, my hamstrings are sore. So Costco has this gun on sale for a really good price right now. I don't know if you remember, I'm not. I brought my daughters and we went and got it. And I'm just going to try to get the hot spots as we go every day, because I've always carried a lot of stress in my hamstrings. And I mean that. I don't mean that in that whole, I'll go to these workshops sometimes and I'll hear this whole, so I carry my, and I'll just say some ridiculous thing. And then get on me because I'm not scientific. They'll talk about, I'm not against astrology. That's true, I'm not. But, well, I'm a Virgo and we're skeptical. Sometimes I go to these workshops and people talk about flossing the nervous system and doing these, letting my where I put my eyes will control my triceps. And it's just like, yeah, I'm sure at some level, some of that stuff has value, but like I was taught to explode with my eyes, bench pressing, bam, like that, and pressing, bam. And it's the same thing, but we never thought of it as being some, neurological trick. Let me get some more coffee. So for my Instagram friends, one small thing, I will not be saving these on my site. Yeah? You'll just have to get them over at the YouTube if you miss something, okay? I'm willing to answer a few questions today. Wait until I put the pedal down to ask a question, because as I'm swinging, they scroll through and I can't see names. Does that sound okay? And I'll do my best to answer them. And I've made a little vow, New Year's vow, not to treat all the people on Instagram like they are complete and utter, let's just say it this way. I'm going to be kinder, okay? There you go. But honest to God, sometimes the questions. Last year, why do you do the 10,000 swing challenge? Okay, I can see, okay, I don't know. But the other one was, watching me in real time, the person said, how long do you rest between sets? Literally watching me in real time. You can't make that stuff up. Thought I'd get a little bit farther than that. Okay. 3 sets, 115. Hey, everybody, welcome aboard. One of the problems with doing this in January, of course, is that basically everyone I know has a mild cold. Not COVID, but, well, actually a few, yeah, COVID. Yeah. So every time I do a swing and all that stuff moves forward. Hey! It's good to see Jeff Hemingway here. Somebody asked how I fit Olympic lifts into the challenge. About an hour after I finish this, I drink more coffee, I relax a little bit. Today I'll do a podcast, and then I just go upstairs. And so yesterday I did squat cleans and military press sets of 8, 3 sets of 3 in the squat snatch, just 3 singles in the clean and jerk, and then 2 sets of 2 in the front squat, and then went for a walk. I didn't need a ton of work yesterday because of this is getting the work in. Hey coach, hi. Okay, so 10,000 swing challenge. I'm using a 20K bell because I'm 65. Between some sets I will massage my hot spots, and I'm drinking coffee. I'm also doing the fat loss boost by Rusty Moore, whom is a great person. Okay. Oh. Good morning again, Instagram friends. Drinking coffee. I'll be on the Pat Flynn podcast here very soon. I have no idea when. If someone could tell me what the time is, it doesn't matter what time zone. Appreciate it. Neither of them are showing right now. Yeah, so this might be a tool, especially at a good price like they have on sale. And I don't have anything to do with Costco, but it has been illuminating for finding hot spots. Somebody asked a question. That's what I've got here. $9.50. Oh, thank you so much. Good. Thank you. That was nice of you. Land Shark. What a nice name. Land Shark. Good morning. So yeah, I got to be done probably. Well, at this rate, I'll be fine at this rate. Somebody asked me yesterday why it takes me so long when I first do the 500 swings a day, and I'm like, what? 10 seconds of logic. Yeah, when I first do it, the first couple of days, I struggle. And then towards the end, if anyone remembers last year, I think one day I did 10 sets of 50, and it was like, I'm so bored, But it takes, I got to get in condition for this. I'm in condition to snatch. I'm in condition to clean and jerk, front squat, but not 10,000 swings, and that's what you got to do. I'm making a lot of slurping. So always the noises with my coffee today. Okay, so 150. As I said earlier, folks, I was down 2 or 3 pounds since yesterday. There's something about combining lots and lots of veggies with the 10,000 swing challenge to, I don't know how, it's not just fat, it's more like get the bloat away. I mean, my face looks a little full today, but I went down to the Rose Bowl and ate bad. So for 2 weeks, lots and lots and lots of veggies, a little bit of chicken every day, non-carbonated beverages, vegetables, non-carbonated drinks, non-caloric drinks. Wow. So let's review that for those who like English. Lots of vegetables, some chicken, non-caloric beverages for 14 days. And during that 14 days, doing 500 swings a day. So, I mean, I've already noticed that I'm undoing the damage of the Rose Bowl trip and the game and all the silliness and all the stupid. God, I ate M&Ms for God's sakes. That'll tell you, M&Ms. I'm not a sponsor for M&Ms, so you can feel free, you can eat them. But that's what happens on road trips, man. You make choices. Not perfect. Unlike a lot of people on the internet, I'm not perfect. Yeah. So let's get going. I'm at 185. We're going to easily get over 200 on this round, and we'll sneak up to halfway. Same issues yesterday. My wrists are starting to, my grip's starting to lighten up. If you have questions again, feel free to ask them when I put the weights down, okay? I got a nice little collection of books here. Yesterday I pulled this book out. This book on Ki, and after I finished working out, I looked it over again, and it's interesting to see how many of the exercises in this book that I still use. I think it's sometimes called the child's pose in yoga, but that's a stretch that I do every single day. I also do I think it's called the toe breaker pose. I think it's really important to do foot and some foot, ankle, wrist, finger, palm health. A really, really interesting way to do palm and foot health. Boy, this is, and I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but you just take this and you stick it in there like that. And if you've got busted up wrists and hands like I do, that vibration allows me to move around a little bit and find those areas that are really bound up. And I tell you, now you might say this is just voodoo, and I'm fine with that. I have no issues. But I can get my wrist flexibility a little bit better by fighting it a little bit higher upstream. I guess you can go down here and do all this stuff, but for me, wrist flexibility starts and ends here. So this palm, this arch, and those fingers are the best you can get them in. I've been cramping up for a couple days in this hand. For those of you who know me, I've really busted up this wrist a number of times. 2 big surgeries. So when it gets cold like it is in Utah, I start to lose control in my left hand, which is kind of freaky for other people to see, I guess. Boy, I'm only at 2:15. I gotta get bouncing here. At the end of this, would someone give me a time check? Just how many minutes after the hour? Okay, thanks. Halfway. I gotta pick it up. Time check. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Can someone give me a time check real quick? Oh, good. Thank you, Jimmy. Okay, so gives me some. Okay, so I got to go a little bit faster in the second round. I'm halfway, so less. I don't know, less whatever. So for those of you coming in late, on my weigh-in today, I'm down 2 to 3 pounds in one day, depending on how I stand on the scale. You know how that goes. 10,000 week challenge, fat loss boost, Olympic lifting. You'll notice, those of you who are watching this on YouTube, you know, it's cold-ish down here, but I'm already sweating up pretty well. It's certainly not a perfect training program. In the summer, I think it's much better to do this and then like walk, but I can't do it today. I mean, I will walk today, obviously, but it's too slick out there on the streets at this moment. Where are the streets? Well, they have no name. Okay. Halfway. Let's do this. And like every year, my grip is going now, so, which just sucks. Today in the weight room will be a tonic day for me, so today will be a mobility, flexibility day. I'll do some hangs, probably sit in the goblet squat, but most of today is just to set myself back up. So by finishing the swing with that here, so I'm trying to push my shin vertical, and I'm trying to push my upper leg vertical, but I'm also trying to squeeze my butt cheeks. So ideally, at the finish of each, boom, my belt will be like firing towards the bell. This is the hard style of it, and I don't care what you do. I mean, people have lost friendships over all of this, you know. Oh, we have somebody already joined us at 75 reps. Is that right? I think that's right. Good. Welcome. Welcome all. Uh, so after this set, we'll be over 300. And if you're a Pat Flinner, you'll be done for the day because, you're not nearly as good as me. I do think it's funny when people think I'm actually mad at people online or whatever. Mike Boyle and I, for example, are really good friends. So in his articles, sometimes he'll just make little references. Stu, we both did that. Stu McGill, it's the usual banter, and I really appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna get over 300 this rep, and if you're joining us, great. And if you're watching, and you'll notice I take my time, it's because it's day one and day two. It's hard. I've never done 500 swings in a row. There, I said it. I'm no internet phenomenon like others. Yeah, somebody asked about what's my take on. It's an ergonometer with any cardiovascular machine. I doubt you'll ever use it as much as you think you will, unless someone forces you to use it, or you're a rower in a team. You'll never use them. And tell me I'm wrong, and then someone's gonna say, "Well, I used mine for a year," and then, well, now it holds water. So I just don't. I think these are much better because if you stop using it, it becomes a great doorstop in the winter. Oh, good. 25. Oh. Oh, I've had some interesting days lately. So, someone I care for is back in the hospital. My dog had diarrhea last night in his kennel, so I started my day. Doggy diarrhea. I have a number of friends I'm worried about for different reasons. But I actually feel a lot of positiveness about what's going on in the world. Well, thank you, Adam. You speak highly. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, Kenny is mentioning my art of manliness. I think because for once, Brett was able to really read a lot of my stuff, so we were able to have a conversation about. Sometimes when you do a podcast, someone will ask you, "So tell us about your background." I'm like, no one cares. Tell us about how you feel about a barbell. Can you give us a side view of your swings? Wow, they want a side view of my swings. How about I'll figure it out tomorrow. The problem I have right here is I got a brick wall here, and then I'd have to go that way, but I don't know if you'd see it. I'll try it on you. But if it looks like bad stuff, we're all blaming you. You got that? We're all blaming you. I don't know. No, they got no room here. So I set this up so that I can so I leave this up for the full 20 days so I can use it as a family room. So I'll do what I can. If I break something, you have to replace it, okay? Does that sound fair? Yeah, I don't know about this. Let's try the best here. It's tight. developed. I don't know the value of that. But if, oh, I got my alarm clock coming kicking in. Sorry about that. So that tells me I've got about 20 minutes to finish this. So wish me luck. I got 155 reps. Oh, I could probably do it in 4 or 5 sets, I guess. I just don't want to do it in 4 or 5 sets. I don't want to do the 10,000 swing challenge. For those of you who think I'm joking, I hate it. I mean, I don't know how many times this is now, but I would not be surprised if I'm over 10 times, and I just get sick of it, you know. I mean, I know if I was online or on Instagram, this would be easy, but oh wait, I am. But the truth is, I try to be as honest as I can. That's the thing that drives me crazy about questions. People ask me questions, you know, like, Dan, what do you think of this or that? I don't like it. Then they try to convince me that I should, and I'm like, that doesn't change my opinion, you know. So why don't you date Martha? I don't want to date Martha. Well, why not? Well, she's not my type. Well, what do you mean by that? You know, if you ask enough questions, you run down some weird little tunnels. Okay, let's get me up to a more natural number. So, yeah, okay. Just out of 30. Whew. The calluses the blisters are starting to show up, which sucks. When I go off screen, it's to blow my nose, so you don't want to see that. One of the things I like best about swings, and that's why I'm such a big fan of them. Yeah, there is a metabolic hit to them, yeah. I mean, you just listen to my voice. But what it does for the grip, the crushing grip, and then whatever it does for here, you know, I think it actually works my hamstrings in a hypertrophic bodybuilding manner. I actually think at the end of these, my hamstrings kind of look better. Oh. So we had a question about doing 5 sets of 5, 2 days a week. Yeah, 5 sets of 5, 2 days a week, sure. A press, either a row or a pull-up, depending. Front squats or back squats, 5 sets of 5. I'd go front squats because then I know you're not cheating as much. Rack deadlift, trap bar deadlift, and then 5 sets of 5. And then a farmer walk, a sled pull, maybe some hill sprints, and then go for a walk twice a week. Yeah, that's money. You could do a lot worse than that. Yeah, you could do a lot worse than that. Holy cow. Anytime I hear something like that, I'm always kind of like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. You know, I don't like it when somebody has this, Dan, I'm going to send you this thing, and it's 500-page spreadsheet with all this nonsense. It's like, you're never going to finish that. You'll be looking at the workout more than you'll be looking at the barbell. And maybe that's why this is so popular. I have one kettlebell. Now I have all this stuff because people ask me to video it, and that is just still strange to me, but I'm not going to question it. One kettlebell, 500 swings, done. Do that for 20 days, and if you raise your hand and say, what about? No, that's it. And I think in a lot of ways that's what most people need. I look back in my book, Mass Made Simple, which I It's a time-tested program, which I've got a ton of respect for. I use ladders, and I use all this stuff. I made it too complex, but in my defense at the time, the reason we made it so complex is that the athlete would get. I wanted to rein the athlete back on the bench press and single arm press a little bit, because that's what we're finding in our facility. Is that the guys are chasing the presses and not saving any energy for the big hard squats. You could. I mean, if you want to do mass made simple, really simply, whatever the hell that just meant, bench press 5 sets of 5, hang for 30 seconds maybe, a couple between every round, one arm press, let's just go 3 sets of 8, and then take your body weight every day and just work your way up to 50 reps in the body weight. So day 1 it might be 5 sets of 10 or 20 sets of 5, but the last day 1 set of 50. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. So anytime it's simple, it's more doable. The best when I was best as an offensive coordinator in football, I sent in plays with one finger. I'd be like, that was a quarterback sneak. This was a all go, or what we call middle stretch. This was a simple fullback dive. This was a pass, a really simple pass. So we had it all, and I could just send in plays so fast because we only had, on paper we had 12 plays, but a whole bunch of them were just special plays like take a knee and things like that. But we didn't have any. I mean, the plays got in a second. Didn't even need to huddle. Sometimes simple is best. All right, so we're at, okay, let's get over 400 on this one. Best, but we got there. 405. Okay, we'll finish the next 95 very quickly. Any questions from my friends over in Insties? No? So thank you, and thanks for the bubbles. I'll get more coffee. Welcome, good morning. Oh. So, stuff I notice. Well, yeah, of course it is. Yeah. Somebody just asked if this was a 10,000 swing challenge. So what I notice most when I do these first is that how much skin I lose between my fingers because I have to hold the bell kind of like this. I also notice my grip when I do this. Those would be the first 2 big things I notice on day 1 and day 2. I also notice that there is a cardiovascular hit to this, and I'm not sure. I don't care what it is. I'm not going to define it. It's a lactic cross, as if we have any idea what we just said. But the other area I notice most. Sorry about this, folks. Okay, so I got what? Someone. Okay, you guys have to push me. Okay, I got to get 95 reps done in about 10 minutes, which is easy, unless you're tired, and I am. So let's get this party started. my grip is going. When people tell me I should, they try to get this done in 16, 17 minutes, I always wonder. Good job, Super Security Steve. He's got it. He's got some of it done already. Good job. I think a lot of people rush through this too fast. I'm surprised at how many people quit, but when I did the velocity diet, a whole bunch of people said they would do it. Probably, except for me, very, very few people did it. With the 10,000 swing challenge, I prefer you do, day one. If it takes you 10 hours, that's fine. I mean, it's not efficient, but because you're just trying to get through it. And Happy New Year. Oh, it's always good. Oh, Johnny Downs, you haven't heckled me for a year. How are you, brother? I love when people show up late and ask the questions we've done over 100 times. It's the 10,000 swing challenge. Sorry, I know you guys have heard this before. I'm using the 20K because I'm 65. And I'm on day 2. And you can also use something called the internet to find out what the workout is. Okay. Shoot. I got to pick this up. Podcast, by the way, if you're around, people, podcast at Chronicles of Strength in just a few minutes. Maybe go over there and listen to me complain about everything. Okay. Oh, my grip is going hard and fast. Okay. Should only be 2 more sets at most. Okay. So as soon as I finish this, I'm going to bounce out of here, okay? What's this? Johnny Dallas asked if I should. Johnny, if you can't shovel snow after 45, don't. If you can, do it. There's some study about you shouldn't shovel snow. Once you start saying no to life, you'll notice you start saying no more and more and more and more and more and more. And I don't like that. So let's crank this out. I'm sweating. Jeez. Hi, sirs. Get out of the way. Okay. Okay. I got to stop. My dog is struggling with the diarrhea, so it's better to let him out versus the other issue. Okay. Okay, go get him, buddy. Yeah, I kind of like the fact that just happened. That should tell you a little bit about the real world. My dog has issues. I have issues. My life isn't just a bed of roses. Bad things happen. I started my day, as I said, cleaning up his diarrhea. Someone really close to me is in intensive care again. Life happens, I got 20 more, and here's what's going to happen. I'm going to probably say goodbye to my good friends. Oh, good. Thank you. And thanks for those kind words. I'm going to knock out these 20, and then I got to go set up for the podcast with Pat Flynn. For those of you live, Chronicles of Strength podcast. I don't know where you'll find it live, but he sends out all kinds of stuff. So just look. I'm sure you'll find it. Okay. Last set of 20. Let's knock him dead. Woo. Okay. This morning I was down maybe 3 pounds. I'm pretty sure I'm down it right now. So that brings me to 1,000 swings in 2 days. Thank you so much for your listening. Thanks for your time. I'm Dan John from DanJohnUniversity.com. We'll talk soon, okay? Bye-bye.